I mean, he's been busy our entire relationship. So, I mean, I remember as early as like 3 months in dating, hearing the term, yeah, when it slows down, we'll definitely have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
When it slows down, we'll do that. The first time I've not heard that is now. And it's been 17 years together.
Wow.
So slowing down for him has been good emotionally, I think. But now I think he's getting to a place where he's like, oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as any business owner would be. It's been 2 months. This is crazy.
Right.
It's unsustainable. So, like, I'm trying to think of, like, all these get-rich-quick schemes over here.
What's the best one you've come up with so far?
I mean, I don't want to tell everybody. I'm pretty sure there's a market for it, but I mean, don't copy my idea.
Okay, nobody will copy.
So what I'm thinking is, I was like, babe, we got to open up an OnlyFans.
Oh. I just learned about OnlyFans.
Yeah, so I was like, here's the thing. We won't have our faces in it. Just and it'll be super niche content. Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's for, you gotta like biracial shit. You gotta like interracial love. You gotta be down with a swirl. Our faces won't be in it, but you gotta be into like post baby body. You gotta like the pooch. I'm gonna draw on a C-section scar. Like it's gonna be like, I'm like, you can only like do like 2 thrusts.
No more waxing.
Oh yeah.
Full
and we'll
bush.
make them like TikToks. So they'll be funny. So it's a long time married couple, exhausted, begrudgingly having sex, but with a TikTok vibe.
LED lights, fully choreographed.
Listen, I feel like he spent 20 years building a merchandising empire.
Yeah.
This shit, 2 weeks time, we're going to blow that whole shit out the water. Because in 2 weeks, we'll fuck twice, right? Think about it. So just 2 times.
It almost makes it worth it.
I'm just saying. It's going to be so good. And like, because it has that TikTok vibe, like, we'll try to create, so it'll be like, you know, the Beck challenge. We'll try to create like dumbass moves during the sex that other people have to then try to do. It's a fucking $1 million idea. Don't try to fucking copy me, okay?
I don't think that I could even come close. Not even gonna try.
Oh, get it? You can't come close?
Did you have a good day today?
Yeah, it was productive. I finally got a chance to clean my house. So,
My favorite day.
It was so bad. It was so bad. So bad. It's just been neglected all week. Like, I'll get the kitchen done, and then I can't do anything else because I've been so busy. So, it was desperate.
Oh, so, like, you lose steam, and you'll have, like, one clean, really clean room, and then the other stuff, it'll be in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
Every room you're in, you're like, ooh, look at that baseboard. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah. And you'll know where the dust is.
Yep.
And only you're keeping track of these random bits of information and this inventory of areas that need to be hit. And they're weird areas that no one would think about. Uh-huh.
Right. Yeah. So that felt good. I mean, yesterday, it got really bad yesterday afternoon. And I fell into that screaming, nobody cares! Nobody does anything to help me! I can't do this anymore by myself! And so finally, the boys were downstairs, and I was like, both of you, get up here right now! If this room isn't cleaned up, I'm coming in with a garbage bag, and I don't even care if I'm throwing away new stuff! And they cleaned it up right quick. And then today Quinn pokes her head in and she goes, I cleaned my room today.
But I love how that always works, and you know full well you ain't throwing that shit away. That's a $25 doll. You ain't throwing that motherfucker away. But they believe it every time.
Uh-huh, yeah. How about you? What'd you do?
I got dragged to the factory.
For what?
We have these 2 chairs in the dining room that they were cute. Some famous Danish somebody, maybe Norwegian, I don't know, designer did like a capsule line for IKEA 2 years ago. You remember? And it was like
Yes,
all that really cute wickery stuff that everybody likes on Pinterest. Anyway, there were these 4 chairs. They were really cute. They were nowhere to be found, so like we collected all the samples from all over the store with the tags on them, and they're like, you can't really buy those. And we were like, yeah, we can. They're like, well, you can't. They're samples. And we were like, no, I'm pretty sure we can. So we just like said it to every single IKEA employee until one employee was like, okay. And they were like $25 each.
Oh my
So I wasn't expecting them to last forever.
Yeah.
They were $25 each on sale. They were maybe $99 each for real price. But, you know, even still.
Yeah.
But I love a deal. So $100, the chairs lasted as long as they could have lasted. And 2 of them, the caning in the seat, finally died. So, like, I have just hodgepodge-ass chairs at my dining room because it's a pandemic and we can't go furniture shopping. But even if we could go furniture shopping, it would be hodgepodge chairs at my dining room because we don't agree on anything for years at a time. So, at his factory, I have my surplus furniture. Because I just get sick of stuff, and if I don't want to see it, there's no room for it here. It goes to the factory, and it gets used, like, in office aries, and it's cute over there.
That works, yeah.
But then when I want it back, I'd be like, who did this to my chair? So we went over there to shop my surplus furniture, and there was nothing. So.
Oh, no. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here's the thing. If we are really going to, like, continue this and go further, sometimes I can be kind of a difficult person, just because
hold on. You just now telling me this today?
I'm easy to get along with. I'm kind, I'm friendly, but I do have, quirks, just like any human being does. So there's this thing.
No, for real. My hands are sweating. Like I just got called into the principal's office, or like I'm about to get fired. And I'm pretty sure I'm half the boss here. So I'm like, what?
You are half the boss. That is correct. And I'm not really surprised your hands are sweating given the current situation for your pits, but that's neither here nor there at this point. So there's this, like, I'm sure you've done like the Myers-Briggs test with like the letters. But there's this one, like the INFTPJ, like that kind of stuff.
Yes, but I can never remember which one I am.
Well, so this is kind of like that, but it's easier to remember. So there's this personality test that you can take. It's called the Enneagram, and my sister is super huge into it, and she was harassing me for the longest time. She's like, you have to take this test. I need to know who you are. And I was like, I'm pretty sure we've lived together or we've known each other for like all of your life.
Wait, are you the big sister or little sister?
I'm the big sister.
Oh, okay. Because I'm the little sister. Interesting.
This might be kind of like where this starts, but she was like dead set on knowing, and she thought she knew what my number was, but she wanted me to take the test to confirm her suspicions. So there was this one day where I had stopped by her house to, I don't know, drop something off or pick something up. Doesn't really matter, but we have a mutual friend, and her husband was at the house, and he was picking up his son because they have a son who's the same age as my nephew and Lennox, and the boys had been playing together. And I walked in, and we looked at each other across the room, acknowledged one another with a nod, and that was it. I didn't need to say hi to him. Like, I'm not friendly with him. I'm friendly with his wife. He doesn't know me. I don't know him, but, like, we know of each other. So for me, and here's the thing, like, all of my life, when people first meet me, they're like, I thought you were such a bitch when I met you, because my anxiety, my social anxiety, like, I would rather just, like, sit in the back of the room and observe everybody. I don't need to have a conversation with you. I'm going to sit here. I have that too. You do?
Well, I mean, I would if motherfuckers didn't know I was me when I walked in the room. But but I've become friends with, like, mom people before. And, like, before we got to know each other and before we hung out, they would be like, wow, that was so refreshing. It's nice to know. Like, I thought you would be such a bitch. And I'm like, really? Like, I don't know. I don't understand, like, what my body language is. Maybe I just have a bitchy face. I don't know.
I think it's because, part of me thinks it's just because you're expected to be social at all times. Like, there's this belief that as a woman or even as a mom in those scenarios, like, you're just supposed to socialize. That makes me so uncomfortable. And so it was just a nod. I acknowledge you. You're here. I have nothing to do with you. I have no interest in who you are, what you're doing. You're going to be leaving soon. I'm just going to go about my business.
And it wasn't personal. That was just you handling your business.
Correct. And my sister was like, you didn't even say, like, hi to him. I was like, I didn't need to say hi to him. Like, we're not friends. I saw that he was there, gave him a little nod. He was leaving. That's the end of it. And she was like, she just could not believe it, because that's not who she is as a person. So she was like, double down, like, you need to take this test because I think that you're this and I need to know for sure. So anyway, so I took the test and I really liked it because other than, like, the Myers-Briggs and, like, every other test that I've taken kind of in this vein, they're really lengthy and complicated, and there's, like, a lot of different parts and pieces where I, like, felt like this was more simplified, and it kind of, once I had a number, it made me feel good because it kind of explained for me a lot of the things that I do and kind of helped me to recognize, like, I might do this and it's okay, it's not bad, but here's how it might be perceived and here's how I can, like, be better or, like, do better, knowing this is how I operate, this is how I function. So I need you to take this test.
You said it's not complicated? Because I took one of them INFT JPS people tests, and that shit had me in there for...
No, it's really easy. They're just, like, really simple questions. It'll take you, like, 30 minutes. It's not a big deal.
Okay. So just Google it?
I'll send you a link.
All right. I'll get it ready. I don't really like this, but okay. But I did my homework, bitch.
Okay. I'm so excited.
I don't know why you're excited.
Well, I wasn't really into it. And my sister was like, I think I know what you are, but you have to take the test because I have to be sure. And so I took it. And it's one of those things where you're like, oh my God, like, this explains so much about why I am the way that I am. But it also made me, like, some of my traits, I was like, I am a huge asshole to be in a relationship with.
That's why I was like, this girl got me taking this motherfucking test. First of all, I didn't even know what you were... I had only seen... Because I was watching your story. And you had all these memes, like, a 5 explaining this, a 5 explaining that. And I thought you were talking about, like, you're a 5. Like, be quiet. When a 10 is talking, 5s don't talk. Or whatever. What's that Drake lyric? Be quiet when a 10 is talking. Like, yeah. I was like, damn, she really has low self-esteem. Why she thinks she a 5? I think she's at least a 8. When she's all done up and her skin is porcelain, I'm giving this bitch a 9. I mean, nobody can be Cassie level 10, but, like, she's not a fucking 5. So, like, I didn't know. And I would be reading your memes trying to understand them because the memes don't say hashtag whatever the fuck. What is it?
Enneagram.
Enneagram. That's what it's called. Enneagram. So I'm like, what the fuck? So you're like, oh, you have to take this test. And I was like, oh, here she goes. Trying to get to know a motherfucker. So I opened that little link you sent me. Bitch, I was taking the test for like an hour and a half. I'm like stressed out.
Like second guessing your answers?
Dude. Like it would be like, I like to be noticed. What? And I was like, do I? Fuck. And like, it's not like anybody was breathing down my back. There's no wrong answer.
Right.
But also, you can't just be lying to yourself and get the wrong answer.
You want to know.
So I was like, I really don't like to be noticed. And I was all sitting here trying to qualify it. I was like, well, what time frame are you saying? Because if you're talking about early 2000s, that's different. Like,
right. One of the questions was like, do you like to take care of people? And I was like, no. But if it's my children, yes. So is my answer just no across the board because the 99% of other people in my life I don't like to take care of? Or
that's why the test was so stressful. Yeah. So I'm going through doing this test for a really long time, cursing you. Like, what the fuck she got me doing? Like, I thought it was going to be like a personality. Like, you're like, oh, you should take this quiz I sent you. I thought it was going to be one of those BuzzFeed, which fucking emoji are you? I'm nails emoji. Like, duh. Like, you know, like, you know, like, fucking which Friends character are you? I don't know. I don't fucking watch Friends. Like,
yeah.
Wait, did you watch Friends?
No, thank God.
Wow. The whites like Friends, though.
The whites love Friends. They are like, I don't get it. They will rewatch the entire series. I mean, it is like a hardcore deep love, and they have the episodes memorized, and it's just, I don't understand.
I don't understand. But I did know for a couple years while I lived in LA, David Schwimmer's personal assistant was like my friend.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And he was just like, he was cool. He was like, look, we could be friends, but I'm fucking David Schwimmer's personal assistant, so. I was like, what does that mean? He's like, if I gotta go, I gotta go. Like,
yeah.
Because this was when they were fucking huge.
Yeah. They all annoy me. Jennifer Aniston annoys the shit out of me, and I don't know why. She just annoys me. Mm-hmm.
You know what? Every time she gets on people's most beautiful whatever, I'd be like, must be two beautifuls. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's really pretty. Her body's fucking smoking. Her hair is great.
Yeah.
Personal style is minimalist, and I get that. But, like, the most beautiful woman in the world, like, let's relax. But for some reason, I think she's a stoner.
Really?
And I like her. I really like her. For some reason, I think she's just a fucking hardcore stoner. And also, I created a whole backstory in my mind about who she is when she married that Justin Theroux.
Uh-huh.
So I fucking really like her now. Based on the image I created of her in my mind as a stoner who fucking knows everything about Angelina Jolie but will never say it or admit it. Who fucking still talks to Brad to this day, and they will be together if they're not already.
You think so?
100%. Who fucking didn't really have shit in common with Justin Theroux, but it was like, sick body, I'll fuck him, it's cool. Maybe they'll stop asking me about Brad, it's fine. He's a stoner, I'm a stoner. He lives in New York, I want to live in LA. I only have to see him when I have to see him. You know, he'll bring us drinks and shit. My girlfriends will all think he's just so cute. You know, but we don't really have anything in common. We'll never mix our money. He can't bring his fucking steampunk fucking designs in here. So, like, there was a part of me that was just like, I really like this lady. She's a fucking cool fucking lady. I don't know about some of her alliances and friendships. Ugh. But I just like her. I don't know why you don't.
I like your version of her. I like that whole story. I might actually change my mind after this.
See? She's fucking cool, I'm telling you. Based on my imagination, she's fucking really cool. Anyway,
so tell me.
My score, my Enneagram.
Yes.
What'd you think I was again?
So my final answer was a 3.
And 3's characteristics are?
3s are a cheerleader. They're charming. They're the person that like needs to work hard and achieve things. They like to be recognized.
Oh, maybe I took the test wrong. That sounds like me. I'm not a 3.
Okay.
I'm a fucking 1.
Oh, that tracks. Okay, I can see it.
What do you mean that tracks?
Well, okay, so why don't you go ahead and tell me all of the details that you learned about being a 1?
Okay. Enneagram type 1 says the reformer. I'm rational and an idealistic type. Principled? Yes. Purposeful? I don't know about all that. Self-controlled? Yes. To the point of rigid. Perfectionistic? Yes. But I also feel like, where am I going? What do I need to be a perfectionist for? Nobody's going to see shit. So it just says type 1 in brief. 1s are conscientious and ethical, with a strong sense of right and wrong. They are teachers, crusaders, and advocates for change, always striving to improve things, but afraid of making a mistake.
Yes.
Well organized. I can be. Orderly and fastidious. They try to maintain high standards, but can slip into being critical. Oh, I wouldn't say I'm critical. I'm so fucking critical. And perfectionistic. They typically have problems with resentment. Oh yeah, bitch. It's team never forget all day over here. And impatience. Correct. At their best, wise, discerning, realistic, and noble, can be morally heroic. Basic fear is corruption and evil. Basic fear is being corrupt, evil, or defective. Basic desire is to be good, to have integrity, and to be balanced. It did say that I was an Enneagram with a 9 wing, whatever the fuck that means. So I'm Enneagram 9, which is the idealist.
Okay, so your wing is kind of like the second part of your personality. So like I'm a 5 wing 6. So it's your wings can be different. So like you could, I think if you're like in a really good, like healthy emotional place, your wing can be one thing. And if you're in like those not bad, but like the less desirable traits, that you can slide into another wing, I think. There are like whole classes. You can like go to conferences and learn about this shit. There are therapists that specialize in this to help you to like self-actualize based off of like what your Enneagram says. It's deep. I'm not that deep in it, but I think it's interesting.
Okay, but wait. So if you're Enneagram 5, does it tell you your compatibility with another Enneagram or no?
Yeah, so you can find that out. So when I thought you were a 3, I checked to see if we were compatible, and we were, but now I'm curious to see if we're compatible as a 5 and a 1.
Well, the Google will let us know. Enneagram.
The Enneagram Institute, I think, is the website that has the stuff, like the relationship.
Enneagram compatibility 1 and 5. So let's make sure. Well, I hope I don't read nothing that make no. Hold on.
This podcast might be over.
Yeah, it was nice knowing you. It was a good run. Here it's telling me that this motherfucker's going to get on my nerves in a minute. No. It actually says Enneagram type 1, the reformer, with Enneagram type 5, the investigator, which is really fucking crazy because I feel like I'm an investigator. I really thought I would be a 5 as well.
Yeah. But it's different. It's a 5 investigator is like, I want to know, and I think we've talked about this before, but like, I want to know like everything that I can about a certain topic or subject so that I can appear as the expert in that field. Even if it's like something so obscure that nobody else really gives a shit about, I need to know all the details. Like I listen to so many true crime podcasts and there's a lot of crossover in episodes. And I'll listen to one and I'll get a certain set of information, and I'll listen to another on the same topic and get another set of information. And then I get pissed when I listen to another and they tell the story and they leave out like what I think are really important facts to the story. And then they like lose all credibility in my mind. So,
but I have that same quality.
Well, I don't think that you're like necessarily locked into like only being one thing. So you can have, like I have traits. My sister thought that I would be a 1 originally. So I have traits of a 1. I have some traits of a 6, but in general, like the most of my personality is a 5. I'm a 5 with a 6 wing, so I am the problem solver. So 5s are alert, insightful, and curious. They're able to concentrate and focus on developing complex ideas and skills, independent, innovative, and inventive. They can also become preoccupied with their thoughts and imaginary constructs. They become detached, yet high-strung and intense. They typically have problems with eccentricity, nihilism, and isolation. At their best, they're visionary pioneers. They're often ahead of their time and able to see the world in an entirely new way. More than any other type, 5s want to find out why things are the way they are. They want to understand how the world works, whether it's the cosmos, the microscopic world, the animal, vegetable, or mineral kingdoms, or the inner world of their imaginations. They're always searching, asking questions, and delving into things in depth. They do not accept received opinions and doctrines, feeling a strong need to test the truth, most assumptions for themselves. Okay, so the reason that 5s are constantly in pursuit of knowledge is because we have deep insecurities about our abilities to function successfully in the world. So 5s feel that they do not have any ability to do things as well as others, but rather than engage directly with activities that might bolster their confidence, 5s take a step back into their minds where they feel more capable. Their belief is that from the safety of their minds, they will eventually figure out how to do things and one day rejoin the world. So it's just like a lot of observation, trying to figure things out, love being challenged. Like I love nothing more than somebody telling me I can't do something and then fucking mastering the skill and being like, fuck you. I did that.
See, okay, so then I'm definitely not a 5 because a motherfucker be like, you can't do that. I'd be like, actually I can, but I don't give a fuck if you believe it or not.
Oh, no. I'm like the person that you cannot challenge to anything because... did you see those videos I posted? Like somebody was like, oh, hey, can you do a handstand and put a t-shirt on? And I was like, I don't know, bitch, but I'm going to go try. And I did
see
it.
that. I was
and
like,
then they're like,
wow.
Can you put on shorts? Yeah, let me try.
It was like a gold medalist who did it, and you did it. And I was like, wow, she really is doing the Simone Biles challenge or whatever it was. And I'm like, bitch, I have a hard time putting my pants on just standing upright. What the fuck is going on here? Is a fitness lady? Okay, hold on.
So I'm that asshole who's going to correct you, like, no matter what.
See, and but that's going to be a problem because I'm an investigator, too. And I actually really believe I'm right all the time because I've had a really good streak. Really good. So, like, I'll hate for us to get into a fight because I'll be like, okay, well, you could think that. So here's what it says that we are alike in many ways.
Okay.
Enneagram 1s and 5s are alike in many ways, particularly in their reticence to show their emotions directly.
Yep.
I have that.
Same.
My love language is like, I'm going to do nice shit for you unspoken. It's just going to appear. You don't have to notice it. You don't have to say thank you. I'm just going to do that. But I'm not going to go, Justin, I really like how hard you've been working and I love you so much and ooh, you're so sexy. I would never do that.
I hate that. I remember doing this thing when I worked in the corporate world and it was like talking about we had to like take these meetings every quarter and it was something about like, building into your team and like thanking them. And I was like, I'm sorry, you're just supposed to come here and like do your fucking job. Like nobody should be rewarding you or patting you on the back for that because you're getting a paycheck for that.
But also, I don't want to sit around the room and then sound like I'm bullshitting somebody. Like, hey, Sandra, I just want to say you've been doing a great job. Sandra don't be doing shit.
Right.
Why are we all lying to her?
I will say that texting you the other day, thank you for everything that you've done. Everything that you're doing is so, like, that for me, like, I have to make a conscientious effort to remember, because it might, like, if I'm just, like, going as normal, like, you're just doing the things that I expect of you to be doing as a partner in this podcast.
Yeah.
But I remember, like, every once in a while, like, she's doing a lot of work and she's working really hard and she's doing some really nice things. Like, I should probably take a minute and, like, let her know that I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. See, now we're wading into real fucked up territory, because in this thing right here, it says that we like to avoid sentimentality. So I was like, ooh, she's making me itchy. She's giving a compliment. She's saying thank you. She's being nice. How do I fucking make it like I gotta hang up on her? Fuck, I'm uncomfortable.
Well, when I did send you that text, you did copy paste that shit right.
I forget what you said, something like, thanks so much. This has been really a great experience. Something. I cut and paste that shit and sent it back. And I was like, oh, now I gotta say some nice shit back. Oh, she should know I'm with them. I like her. Fuck.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it so much.
No, but it's good. But, like, also, I always hope that you could just telepathically tell that, like, I fuck with it. Which is not good for anyone. People need to hear you say thank you. People need to hear you say I like this about you. People need to hear that and feel that. But I also feel like I keep taking her calls. What the fuck she want?
I think it's so part of this is, okay, so I recognize that that's just not who I am as a person, but other people like to hear that and like to receive those things. Chris will, out of the blue, like, one time we had the same personal trainer just wrote her like this really beautiful thank you card about all of the things that she had helped him achieve. He will just he'll send the kids, he'll buy like cute cards at Target, and then he'll send them from work to the kids so that they get them at home. He does stuff like that. I know.
Okay, but hold on. What did the personal trainer look like? Because I really wish my husband would write some bitch a really nice thank you letter. Oh, because we finna be in a fight. You giving some other bitch some positive attention? And a check.
First of all, she is a lesbian. So
okay, it's cool.
Wouldn't have been.
You see, because the way my jealousy is set up, I was like, hold on.
No. Okay, wrong team.
Okay. Let's see. 1s and 5s share a rich mental life of intellectual stimulation. Yes. Curiosity. Yes. Yep. And a multiplicity of mutual interests.
Yep.
Yes. From the opera, no. To sports, absolutely not. To politics, yes. To economics, no. Only economics I care about is, bitch, you better have my money. To history, yes. I love history.
I see.
And so forth. 1s and 5s often enjoy each other's company and intellectual stimulation. I mean, Amanda, this is starting to make a lot of fucking sense. Oh, yep, this is us. Love to debate. Mm-hmm. And admire the intelligence and expertise exhibited by the other. Oh my God.
Yes! It is a circle jerk.
Unexpectedly, they tickle each other's funny bone. This pair loves to laugh together at life's absurdities. Dude, you are a demon. You're a demon. This isn't right. This feels very weird. This is some satanic shit, because this can't be matching up. I don't believe in this. This is crazy. Oh, no, it's getting scarier. We have more in common, you fucking weird bitch. Why did you call me? Hold on. Rarely being the one to make the first move in anything regarding intimacy. Oh, this thing is really trying to tell all my business. Oh my God. It says they both. So what you laughing about? Look at, we're both getting embarrassed about having to possibly talk about making the first move because we don't do that. I would never do that.
No.
I would never do that. So, like, I'll be watching a movie and these women will be all forward doing that. Oh, come on, daddy, I'm going to get that. What? What is she talking about, girl? Just eat your dinner.
Chris will say, he'd be like, I just wish that you would initiate more because sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that does. And I'm like, but that's the way I like it.
Right. Oh, there's no initiating. Oh, no. I don't do that. Justin Beck, and the only cues I'm also, like, you know, at my core, a fucking nerd. So, like, I don't know. What? Were those lustful eyes? I thought your eyebrows were just itchy. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, what do you mean? Like, I get paid like a sexy compliment, and I'd be like, no, let's not do that. Like, I couldn't be less sexy at all. Like, I don't even understand how he likes me because I'm such a fucking asshole.
I wonder, like, when the day will come that I feel like an actual, like, sexy woman. Like, I remember this one time I had to do a photo shoot for this job that I had. And she was, like, telling me to, like, hold my hair in a certain way. And I was just like, this feels real stupid. Like, this is not who I am. So I was like...
Oh, sexy? I cannot. Mm-mm.
I'm sorry, Maxim Hot 100. Yes, you can.
Bitch, that was, like, one of the worst days of my life. Don't get me wrong, it was very exciting and I was honored and shit, but I was like, really, guys? I was like, I'm gonna say I sat on that fucking TV for fucking 2 hours in the same exact pose. They were probably trying to get a lot out of me, and I was just like, I would move my shoulder like a fraction of an inch and be like this. I would move my head. I would like maybe bite my lip. I was super robotic, dumb as fuck, not sexy at all. The chicken cutlets on the boobs were like sticking to my skin. It was a crochet bathing suit that at any time, because they kept like, they had me hold it just so open. So like if I moved my hand, that whole motherfucker would fall off, and the next thing you know, this is a different photo shoot. It's booty crack. It's booty crack. It's pussy lips. And I was like, this ain't that. I don't get paid enough for this. Nah, you better call my manager because I don't know if I can show my whole butt crack. Meanwhile, my manager was probably like, yes, show your butt crack, dumbass. But I was such a fucking nerd. So no, sexy is not. They're like, oh, give us those lips. I was like, like, what do you mean, pucker them? Like, what do you mean? Like, you want me to suck on a fucking bottle out here? Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, sexy is not. Girl, I dress like a fucking Lutheran. I don't want to be sexy. I want to be all the way buttoned up.
I know.
Ones add to this a concern with logic and order, with systematic thinking, attention to details, and desire to improve the world around them. Fives bring curiosity, willingness to be intellectually and sexually adventuresome. What? You have some splaining to do. Are you sexually adventuresome?
It's not for this podcast.
When we hang up, though, I'm going to ask some questions. Eggplant emoji. Peach emoji.
Squirting water.
Tongue emoji. Hammer emoji.
Explosion emoji.
Oh, shit.
Finger pointing A-OK emoji.
Finger pointing A-OK, but send it in echo. What the fuck is wrong with us? Okay, no, for real though. It's just a yes or no question. Tell me with your eyebrows. It's just a yes or no question. You be sexually adventuresome? Why you turn off the light?
to sleep at like the right time.
I said, are you sexually adventuresome? She said, the fucking lights went black. Bitch, I said yes or no. You could do your eat. I couldn't see your face at all.
I am, but I won't vocalize it. Like I said something to Chris. Something happened last week, and I was like, that's been in my head for like 5 years, and I was like, but I'm never gonna ask you for it. And I was like, so thanks for doing it, because now I don't ever have to ask again. And that's
dude.
We'll stop there.
Same. I'll be thinking some shit, and I'll be like, my nerdy ass ain't gonna say that right though. So you remember that time when you firmly had put? Look, you're like really trying to move on from this because I'm trying to rope you into talking about it. Because I can't, and I'm up here trying to get pointers. Wait, so what did you say?
That's a different podcast.
I mean, the sexiest thing I say is drive a roll up the partition, please. But I'll be saying it because he's like cutting hedges. Like like not sexy. Okay.
Right.
But I can't believe you're sexually adventuresome, Amanda.
Learn something new every day.
Potential trouble spots or issues.
All right.
As intellectual as both types tend to be, they are also opposites in important areas, and this can lead to conflicts and the eventual breakdown of their relationship. Well, I hope not, because I got to tell you something. One of my qualities is once the relationship breaks down, Melissa Beck, she don't be learning lessons twice. She is out. I bounce and don't look back, bitch.
Yeah.
For real. So let's hope.
Don't
we can
fuck
get
up.
through this. Oh, because we haven't made one red cent and we're already on the way to call her daddy. Okay. Most seriously, ones tend to believe in the objectivity of certain truths and believe that once these are known, there is the possibility of arriving at objective certitude. That's a word salad then a motherfucker. What the fuck that mean?
I have no idea.
I'm going to say that once the truth is known, that's the truth.
That's the only thing.
And that's it. Ones feel that their ideals and philosophy have given them contact with some form of ultimate truth. Correct. And therefore, they are living from a viewpoint in which acquiring certainty is a moral imperative. Mm-hmm. Correct. Fives, on the other hand, feel that there is no such thing as objective truth, merely possible interpretation. Oh, yeah, no, homie. Merely possible interpretations for what seems to be reality. No, see, that's where you're gonna be like, but is it possible that? I'll be like, no.
I mean, this happened at the beginning of a coronavirus. Don't you remember?
Remember, you were like, I think that you're operating from an anxious place. You really tried to calm me down. I think that Melissa. Just try to be calm. I understand that, in your mind, you're trying to survive this. And in your mind, but it's just a flu, Melissa. I was like, nah. I was like, Amanda, do flus do this? And you were like, yes, flus do that. Do flus do this, this, and this? Yes, actually, flus do that. No, this is different, though. I remember hanging up. I was like, she don't really understand it. She don't understand it. But you were like, is there a possibility that perhaps you're just paranoid because you are reading this information all day? And I was like, no, I would say I would call it prepared. I got you though, because I want to say a week into it, you were at Costco, and you were like, well, just in case. Just in case. I mean, it can't hurt to have these on hand. I was like, okay, that's what you say, but I feel like I got you. You see, you didn't want to say that what I was saying was the truth. You didn't want to say that you had arrived to my coronavirus prophecy, but you had. Okay. Let's see. We may come to some degree of consensus, but that does not necessarily mean that our consensus reflects anything completely objective. Word salad. It just means that we choose to think the same way. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what'll happen is me and you'll be like, okay, I feel this way about this. You feel that way about that. We're never going to feel the same exact way, but to get this fucking done and off the to-do list, we're going to move forward. Mm-hmm. But I feel like you're going to have to vocalize. You're going to have to be like, Melissa, okay, we will do it like that, but you should know. And I'm going to be like, okay, girl. So when that happens, we'll just be like, trouble spots. Okay. We'll call them trouble spots. Not disagreements, not debates. It's trouble spots. It's just the Enneagram, girl. You know it's not me. It's just the Enneagram. Fives are the skeptics and debunkers of certitude. She tried to debunk my shit. Okay. They love to debate and deflate ironclad philosophies and self-righteously hold positions wherever they find them. Girl, I wish a 5 would. Oh no. Thus, less healthy ones, wow, can drift into various forms of fundamentalism.
Ooh,
believing that they hold the key to truth. While 5s can become provocative nihilists, believing that there is no truth. Girl,
I don't think we'll ever get that deep.
we already did. You're up here trying to get me to detox my fucking armpits. And I'm telling you, I love chemicals and chemicals work. Yep. There you go with your vinegar. In a relationship, both types find it very difficult to change their basic philosophies of life. You need bleach, Amanda. Bleach, I told you. Bleach. And you're like, but vinegar works just fine. You don't need those chemicals. We're not going to get along. This isn't going to work out. Give me back my $6 for the domain. Okay? Okay. They both find it difficult to respect anyone who believes the opposite of them.
Correct.
We are not going to make it, guys. I hope you enjoyed these 3 episodes. Okay, hold on. Yet, both can respect the other's boundaries to a fault. Not wanting to impose their own beliefs on the other. No, I could see that. Because I remember we were having a very particular highly debating, highly spirited debate about Facebook. And you're like, Chris, please talk to her. I can't.
I'm all for hearing out the other person's perspectives. I'm also just waiting to tell them that they're wrong. It's okay to be wrong, and it's okay to have your beliefs, but just know that they're wrong.
That's me too.
And we're just going to move on.
Yes, I have correct opinions. That's yes. Oh, Amanda, why do you have us looking at this demon Ouija board shit? Something ain't right. Who studied this? Who made up this? Who invented the system? Something ain't right. Ones can feel that 5s are too impractical and endlessly concerned with irrelevancies. Bitch, when you sent me to that website to see how much my fucking face cream was killing me, I was like, okay, you know what? You're like, well, if it has a score of 10, it's really bad. But like, my philosophy for myself is, if it goes from 1 to 3, I can still keep that item in the repertoire. And you were like, so like, you have to decide what level for you is, how much toxins you want to introduce into your body. And I was like, listen to me. If the motherfucker has a 10, then maybe I'll stop using it. Yeah. So this thing is really crazy and on point. 5s can feel that 1s are too serious and rigid, and that they take their opinions far too seriously. It's true, though. That's how I feel. That's how it should look. Both can become too self-contained, evolving their lives in separate spheres, perhaps only getting together for occasional meals. Yes. To sleep. Get together to sleep. Or to solve pressing problems. Oh, they mean like a married 1 in 5.
Yeah.
Coldness and isolation take over and may last for years without either of them realizing it.
It's just going to be a slow fallout, a really long, drawn-out divorce where we just slowly start to resent one another. Ugh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. But I also think this is the perfect friendship. Both can be too self-contained, evolving their lives in separate spheres, perhaps only getting together for occasional meals. That sounds exactly like how I want my friendships to look.
That's my favorite kind of friendship.
Yeah, I live over here. You live over there. Yes, let's go to Shake Shack, bitch. And then I'm going home. Okay. I feel like maybe we might be compatible.
This might work after all.
I mean, I'm annoyed you made me take the test because I didn't want to know all that shit about me.
But now as you're like making choices and moving through your day, you can recognize, oh, shoot, like I do this, and maybe this is affecting somebody else in a different way, and maybe they don't need to know that all of their facts about this one thing are incorrect, and they don't care, and it's okay.
I gotta get there because some people's facts are really wrong, though.
Yeah, they are. But I find, like, when I was trying to talk to you about the skincare the other night, like, I don't see why anybody would not want to reduce their exposure level to certain things. And I'm like, but I've done all this research and I have all of this knowledge and, like, I have all these great recommendations. Why don't you want to take them?
And all the while you were telling me that shit, I was like, what do you mean elderberries? I don't give a fuck about an elderberry, bitch. I need chemicals. You're not understanding. My skin is very sensitive. I can't just change the regimen. All my system has chemicals. I also feel like if it doesn't burn or hurt or sting, it's not working. So, like, fundamentally, we're going to have to come to a common place. I mean, because your skin looks great. Whatever it is you're doing, your skin looks great. I'm just telling you that if I were to start slowly evolving into that, my skin would not look great. There would be a great purge. There would be a great problem, and I would blame you for a really long time.
So we'll just agree to disagree.
Right. So you're going to live to 104. I'm going to live to 73, and it's going to be fine. Because I'm still putting acid on my face every night. I know. Eclectic energies. That's what we're called, eclectic energies.
Ooh, that's cute.
No, actually, it says you are most likely a type 1 eclectic energy. I'm an eclectic energy.
That's still cute.
But if we started a band...
That's the band's name, for sure.
Eclectic energies. All right, girl. It's late, so let you go on ahead and slather your face with elderberry and shit. I'm gonna go put my 10-level toxic shit on my face. I'll talk to you later.
Do you. Go for it. All right. Bye. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
That's it. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you enjoy today's show or any of the shows thus far, make sure that you hop into Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star rating and a review. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button no matter where you listen to podcasts so that you don't miss out on any new episodes. In the meantime, don't be a stranger. You can find us on Instagram, imperfectstrangers_podcast, on Twitter, imperfstrangers, Facebook, Imperfect Strangers Podcast, or shoot us an email at bs.strangers@gmail.com. We will see you next Friday. In the meantime, have a good week, and we'll catch you soon. Goodbye.